Hello everybody, welcome to another charting session here on the channel. Today is May 3rd, and I'm going to be going over sort of how action's been. It is in the morning today. This is the first charting session I've ever done in the morning. It's like about an hour before market opens, and we have 8:30 news pumping us right now. So I'm gonna kind of go over what I believe is going to happen. And as you can see, I have a lot of annotations here. So this is going to go over Wednesday, May 1st and Thursday, May 2nd's action. So first of all, on this hourly chart, out of this entire range, we have retraced over a couple days of last week and tapped discount and then sold off. Additionally, we've also created these lows in the meantime. And looks like we're having some pretty big pump, maybe going to take out this buy side. And that was sort of my bias. I did want to see this buy side get taken out and maybe even form some sort of SMT. Okay, so I'm also going to draw this in. Now explain that. This may get broken though. So first of all, going to this 15-minute chart, going all the way back here. How far back? Just right here. I drew out some SMTs and I want to show you guys the reaction off of them. So right here. Starting here, this was sort of right after our displacement leg down, taking out these lows. I wanted to see us head lower. And first of all, we had an SMT right here. Right, this is a very big prominent 15-minute SMT. We also had retraced to discount of this leg, right, of this fractal, of this entire range. We retraced a discount, formed an SMT. After this happens, you want to see us respect the first for value gap that we tap into. In this case, it's right here on ES. And then on NQ, we don't get a tap, but if we tap ES, NQ is going to have the same sort of reaction. So that's why watching ES is also important. We get a massive sell-off. This is the low of the SMT. So this is what's targeted. And we also have a very big manipulation leg right here. You'd mark SD of this, and you could see us retrace down to, hold on, I had another one marked here. Yeah, that's probably why. Okay, so we didn't reach -2 of this entire leg, but of wherever this white candle started, this up move, we retraced, or we went all the way down to 2.5. We came back up, and then we also formed another SMT here and another SMT here. So this SMT right here, after we have this massive move down, you could expect to see either a reversal, right? After all this move down, you could expect to see either a reversal or a retracement. So here's this SMT. Here's the high that gets targeted. Also looking at NQ, here's this SMT, and this high is the target, but we create an SMT here because ES took this target. So after this target's made, we create SMT, and we end up not fully respecting it. Instead, since we just had a massive move down and we respected this bullish SMT, this bearish SMT is a little lower quality because we're so bullish, right? So here, let's see if we end up retracing to discount. So we do. We beautifully retraced the discount. We tap this 15-minute. And we also have a 1 hour fair value gap nestled in here as well. Again, on ES, we tap this 15-minute as well. Get a big pump up. And then we'll go all the way to up here. You can see, is there a manipulation leg? There's not really a manipulation leg. You could consider this as manipulation. So if we draw this in, it goes up to here. Does this align with any liquidity? Not really. I'm not going to draw this in. So we create an SMT up at this top. And after this, we're looking into the first fair value gap that gets made. So no fair value gaps, no fair value gaps. Here's the first fair value gap right here. It gets respected. We come down and we've already taken the low though. So here's the low that wants to get targeted from this SMT. We get the low. We end up continuing to respect this and we take out a couple of these lows. We come back up looking for a retrace to 50%. As you can see, that happens here. We retrace, and then we got a small little retrace in here as well on a smaller fractal. Here's this 15-minute. We come down, and where are we here? Not there yet. Okay, we're here. So we end up finishing the move all the way here. On ES, we do take out this liquidity. On NQ, we don't. So we form SMT, and then massive displacement up. Now there is probably entries on a smaller time frame, but I'm only going to go in smaller time frames of this week because this would be like a 3-hour long video if I didn't. So again, just paying attention to any SMTs that are formed. We have one right here. So ES makes a lower high while NQ makes a higher high. Looking at this right here, I want to also see this low. So we do have equal lows right here. On ES, we have these equal lows. On NQ, we made lower lows. So here's another SMT. This SMT shows that this high is going to get targeted because this is the swing high after the SMTs formed. This high does get targeted right here. Just like so. And we form another SMT right here. And we come down. Let's see the first fair value gap tap. We don't really have any. We have this one right here. Right. So here's this fair value gap tap. We come back down. And we sell all the way off down to this low, which is the target. You can see right here, we take this low, act it as a sweep, and then let's see if ES took this low. Didn't. So here's another SMT. And keep in mind, we just had a massive pump, and then we create a bullish SMT right after another bullish SMT just got played. So that kind of shows that there's a chance that this one won't be as probable. We're looking for some sort of bearish SMT. So looks like we create one here. During this move, we create one right here. And we don't ever take this high. And so we kind of just generate some structure here. This is all pre-market right here. Is this an SMT? Yeah, we got another SMT right here. We sell off. First for value gap tap is right here. Although we already took this low. So I would not be looking to short that. But we come all the way down here. And now let's go into the intraday action of both of these days. So I already did all the chartings for these, so I can kind of just go over them. And this is sort of like diving into a more in-depth internal action. So let's go all the way over here. Okay, so this blue line represents 7:30. This is usually when I start looking at the market. This is whenever action starts to clean up from the overnight session and we get more volatility. So going into here, if I go into replay and I look at a higher time frame, looking at this, we could really go either way, but what I want to see is I want to see us retrace to discount of this entire leg. The reason why is because we need to rebalance price. Right after we sell off, we have to go higher. Sell off here, we go higher. Sell off here, we can possibly go higher, right? After a big sell off, you want to see some sort of at least retracement or reversal. So again, looking all the way down here. And then aligning these two. So remember, we have a bullish bias. So anything that is bullish is going to be a little bit better probability. So going into here, you can see we have this leg right here. We come back down, retrace to discount. And let's see. We also do create an SMT at these lows. So the SMT is at these lows, also strengthens our bullish bias. After this happens, we get this displacement up, create another SMT. We also have this liquidity void as well. So I'll mark this out. And here's the first for value gap touch. We create an SMT and tap it. This is also of this move right here. We come back down, tap discount as well. We come up, and then we also have another move where we tap discount, tap this 2 minute for value gap, come back up, tap discount again, and then right here we form another SMT. Here's the high that wants to get targeted, and we come up. We do tap discount of this range right here. We get an initial reaction, but then we come back up higher to take out these highs. We start slowing down up here. So now that we have taken these highs, you can see that we start sort of slowing down, right? Action gets choppy, and especially after we have a strong displacement move down like this, after action slows down of taking this high, you can expect to see any bearish PD raise be pretty probable. So we have this bearish SMT aligned with this bearish SMT right here. We have this for value gap that gets tapped after this bearish SMT. Then we have this one after this SMT. Of this SMT, this is the low that wants to get targeted. Of this one, this is the low that wants to get targeted. We have pretty big bullish momentum down. And then you can see of this leg right here, we are tapping into very, very low discount. We've also taken out this low. And then we have this SMT form displacement up. And then we respect this 1 minute very well. We come back up and we take out this high of this SMT. Again, we start to slow down again up here. And then action's kind of weird right here. But we do end up having this manipulation leg. So as you can see, we're really slow, right? We come up very, very slow, very, very slow, very, very slow. Boom. Big candle up. And so this would be your, this could be your manipulation, especially because we have displacement back down afterwards. We also have a respect to this 1 minute. Not 1 hour. We come down. Here's your standard deviation projection to 2.5. We come up. We end up going to this 1 to 1.5 to reaccumulate. And then we sell back off down to this 3 to 4 area. And we stop there. So here's your reversal move. You can also see we have a little small SMT right here. And usually after you complete a standard deviation projection aligned with the manipulation, there can be a reversal. So here's your point of reversal. We come up. Here's the first for value gap tap. We respect it. Second for value gap tap. This would be a great entry right here on the second one, because now that we know that we're bullish, here's the second one. And we end up just going to OTE. We respect OTE here. We also form an SMT up here at OTE. Right. We come back down. We take out this low. And then at this low, we form a massive higher time frame SMT. So with this massive higher time frame SMT, this is very, very bullish, especially because we have been selling off on the higher time frame. We've been just selling off, selling off, selling off. And then down here, we create this SMT. So this would be very good for a setup. So with this SMT, all the way up here is the high that wants to get targeted, right? So first of all, here's first for value gap tap. We respect this. And then from here, you can look to take out, or you can look to take profits at any liquidity levels. So first of all, what I would do, take one at this high, and then second off, take one at discount. Actually, so we have this high, which is also in discount. And then leaving runners, you'd probably get, actually, you would not get stopped out. This is a protected low. We never actually reach this low. We do retrace, and then we pump back up. I want to see if there's a small, actually there's going to be no SMT here. We do actually have an SMT. So right here, SMT, displacement up, first for value gap tap, SMT created in this for value gap. We come back up, tap this other for value gap, and then we take out this liquidity. But remember, this is still the end liquidity. We actually, yeah, up here is still the end of liquidity that we want to take out. So we come back down. After taking this internal high, we retrace to discount. We get a pump back up, create an SMT right here. We also have this respected 1 minute that we tap back into beautifully, just like so. This right here can also be considered an SMT because ES has equal lows. Right, it's just adding more to the confluence, and we end up coming up and taking the high in just a couple of minutes. So now this move's done. So really anything can happen here. What we do end up doing is we end up just pumping up like crazy. And then right here, we can see, I actually want to see real quick, is there any manipulation legs? I want to see if I mark this out. SD does go up to here. Okay. So right here is kind of a bigger manipulation leg that does form this SMT and takes out both of these stacked liquidities. So this does project to all the way up here. And then up here, I don't think there were any SMTs. It does not look like it. So we end up coming up here. We sell off. On this sell-off, we create this little small internal SMT. Nothing really too big here, but we do respect this fair value gap. You can also draw a standard deviation on this. And we never actually go to that standard deviation. That's probably not a good standard deviation though, because it's just part of this leg. And then right here is sort of the night action. Not too worried about this. So we're going to go back to the next day. And then here's Thursday. So beginning of Thursday, let's see what our bias would be. So on Thursday, we're retracing up, like you can see we retraced up. We actually had this massive pump that put us into premium. So right here, what I'd be looking for is a retrace to discount of this move. So we did actually retrace the discount. So right here, I probably would be bearish bias unless we are respecting bullish PD arrays. So let me do this. So right here, we sweep these lows, and after we sweep these lows, we have strong displacement up. I am pretty bullish. We also did create an SMT right here on this move down, and we did end up respecting it. But again, we did sweep this low and then massive displacement up. So I would not touch any shorts after this. And then we end up topping out up here. So we take out this high. You can also see that this is liquidity sweep. We wick these highs and we get a move down. After this move down, we also do disrespect this 1 minute. So we disrespect this 1 minute, and then I would want to see, do we respect any 1 minutes to the downside? So we respect this one. And then here we end up stopping around right here. We come back up. And then I want to see, I don't think this is a discount retracement. Oh yeah, it is. I have it right here. So here we have 930 open, we come up, pump, and we tap OTE and displacement back down. So right here I'm pretty bearish. Additionally, I want to see, do I already marked it? No, I don't. But yeah, I already have this marked, I think. So yeah, we have manipulation. This right here is your manipulation leg because it's a strong displacement up, and then it instantly goes back down. So it takes out this high. And then this 2 to 2.5 gets respected. We retrace up to this 1 minute and respect it. So now we come back down, and again, to notice here, this is a beautiful setup. This is actually like a perfect setup, except that we don't have SMT. So just want to check something. If you're looking at this high, then technically we do have SMT. But this SMT is not really that great because this isn't really a swing high, but we can still take it. So we have SMT right here. Strong displacement down. Okay, and then next what we do, I'm going to mark this out completely. So SMT, here is, where's entry? Here's first entry. Does not mean you'll enter here, but this is the first step of Turtle Soup, is SMT created. We also have this manipulation leg. Next, we have this for value gap. This would be second entry, also known as confirmation entry. All right. We go down and we tap this 2 2.5. After we tap the 2 2.5, I want to see us retrace to either discount of the move or the 1 to 1.5. And again, it's not always perfect, but right here, this for value gap could be your reaccumulation entry. So this is the highest probable entry. The reason why is because 1, we create SMT. 2, this right here, respecting this for value gap after the SMT, after the Turtle Soup, it shows us that we're bearish. It shows us we want to go lower. Now, yes, this low already got taken, but standard deviation projects this really low. So then right here, here's your accumulation entry. This is the most highest probable entry to take. You can also see that we don't end up taking this high. This would be your this is where you would go to your entry. You would actually put your stop at the top of this candle. But if you did see this displacement down taking this low, you would put your stop at the top of this candle. You can see we don't actually take it here, which is very fortunate. We come back down, and we don't tap 3 to 3.5 yet. We create another SMT right here, which does say that this high is going to get taken. We come up, we retrace it to discount of this leg, tap it at this 1 minute for value gap, instant rejection down. And then right here is your 3.5 to 4. This is where I'd be done with the trade. Then we come back down. We end up sweeping this low with strong displacement up. We also create a little SMT right here, plus this for value gap. Good entry, target this high. Really good little scalp right here, stop at this low, target at this high. We come up and come back down again. Create another SMT right here, plus we also retrace down to discount of this leg. And then we go back up. No 1 minute for value gap taps. So this SMT says that this high wants to get taken. There's no taps, but we do create another SMT right here. Strong displacement up. And then up at this high, create an SMT. And I want to see out of this leg right here. I'm pretty sure this is a discount. Yeah, this is way into discount, way into premium. So now sell models are pretty likely. So we get this, sell off all the way down, create an SMT right here, which means ES did take this low out. We also retrace the discount, come back up, another SMT up here. So this SMT shows that this low is going to get taken. Again, this low technically did get taken because an SMT is formed, which means ES took the low. So after ES takes this low, I would take my position off if I was in on this trade. We come down here. After this SMT is formed, look for value gap respect. So see if there's any here. I don't see any, but we have this big one right here. We come down. We don't take the low yet. We come back up, tap into discount, and this 1 minute. It's a good entry. We come down, and we form SMT again. So now we have double SMT right here. So this shows extremely bullish. Now that we have this double SMT, we are extremely bullish. So now we come up, first fair value gap gets respected beautifully. And on ES here, I'm going to find ES. So ES, here's your manipulation leg. Not OTESD. This projects as a 2.5. And then also 3.5, which we do end up taking right here. We come up and take out this high. And then we take out this other high later up here. Just massive pump up. And then let's see what setup's right here. So after we have this massive pump, we get a bearish SMT, displacement down, retrace. Here's your confirmation entry. We end up coming all the way down, taking out, well, we took out this low right away. We end up coming all the way down here, and out of this leg, this is not a discount tap, but we do create an SMT at this low. Strong displacement up. There's probably an entry right here in like a 2-minute, but we end up coming up here. We take out this high. We come back down. We have this breaker block and this fair value gap. So right here is a good unicorn entry. We have this breaker aligned with a fair value gap. So this can be unicorn. We also do come down to discount of this move. This little manipulation down. I'm going to mark this as well. So right here, come to 2.5, come down, rebalance into this 1 to 1.5 area, create a little SMT, and we come up, get displacement up. This is probably a discount retrace. There it is. We come back up, take out this high, and we also create a massive SMT at these highs, which I don't think gets fully taken out. And I think the reason why is because we are just very bullish with this move right here. I think it's telling us that we want to come up and take up here, which we just did today. So we have a little small bullish SMT. We respect it for the most part. Not really. But also want to see. Okay. Yeah, those both get taken. Okay. So then here's just all night action. Nothing really too important here. We have a discount. We have premium retrace. We come down, take out this low after this SMT is formed. Really not much here. This is all overnight set structure. And then here we are this morning. So let's kind of note what happens this morning. So right here is 7:30. Over here will be 9:30. Then again right here. This is 7:30. And then right here is 9:30. So looking at structure this morning, do we have any SMTs? Let's look at SMTs on both sides. do have a small one here. Although I would really not look at any SMTs before 7:30. Even before market open, I really wouldn't too much. But we do have an SMT right here, but this one does get disrespected. It's all because of news. Nothing can really be trusted before news because news does what it wants. So I really want to actually look at this. But news had us get a big pump up. So now I want to see, is there going to be an SMT at these highs? I'm also going to clear all this now because I've done my charting session. Get all that out of here. Same thing here, let's just get all this out of here. Alright. So we do not have an SMT at these highs. Something I'm wanting to look at though, I think I want to see, actually I didn't want to get all that removed. There we go. So many little things. Yeah. Just clear all this out. Okay. So I want to see today, I want to see this high get taken out. If this high can get taken out, which we don't really have here because it's lower here, but if we can take out this high, I would really like to see us sell for the next long time. I think this is our, I think of this entire move, right? If we look at like the 1 hour here, I think of this, as you can see, took all-time highs, slowed down, displacement down. Here's our retrace. I'd really, really like to see us take this high and respect this 1 hour for value gap and then head lower, right? So today I have a pretty bullish bias right now. We may actually retrace it down to discount of this leg, so I'm going to mark this out. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Let's see if there's any SMTs at this low. Or at this high. I don't really see anything. Okay, so lastly, let's just look at news for today. So today we have this 8:30 news and then 10 a.m. news. Okay, so that's all I have for this charting session today. I hope you all have enjoyed, you know, kind of just went into a little bit in depth of market structure. I hope you guys have learned a little bit out of it, and I'll see you all in the next one.